Welcome to the Bigfoot Files. I'm your host, Ben Carter. It was a chill, moonlit night in the dense woods of Northern California when seasoned wildlife tracker John Marlin first encountered the eerie, haunting sight that would forever alter his perception of reality. He had been trailing a family of black bears, seeking to study their nocturnal habits, when he noticed something unusual in the deep-set footprints that lay ahead. They were large, far larger than any bear track he had ever seen, and they bore a striking resemblance to a human's, albeit with an elongated heel and unusually broad toes. Marlin followed the trail, his heart pounding in his chest, his breath turning to mist in the cold night air. The footprints led him to a clearing where he saw it, a hulking figure, bathed in the glow of the moon. It was tall, standing at least 8 feet high, covered in dark matted fur. Its eyes caught the moonlight, reflecting a deep, mesmerizing amber. For a moment, time seemed to stand still as Marlin and the creature locked eyes, both seemingly equally surprised by the other's presence. Then, with a swift, almost graceful movement, the figure turned and disappeared into the dense forest. Marlin would later describe the encounter as more dream than reality, a sentiment echoed by many who have reported similar experiences. These are the stories that have fed the enduring legend of Bigfoot, a creature that seems to exist on the edges of our understanding, always just out of reach, shrouded in the dark cloak of night. Why is it that most sightings of this elusive creature occur under the cover of darkness? Is it mere coincidence? Or is there a more elusive reason for this nocturnal pattern? Some argue it's because Bigfoot, if it exists, is a primarily nocturnal creature, much like many species of large mammals. Others suggest it's a survival strategy, a way for the creature to avoid detection and interaction with humans. Whatever the reason, one thing is clear. The night, with its veil of darkness and its cloak of mystery, seems to be the preferred habitat for this elusive beast. And while we may not have definitive answers, the evidence, the sightings, the footprints, the hair samples, all suggest that there is something out there, something that awakens when the sun sets and the moon rises, something that walks on 2 legs, leaves behind footprints unlike any other creature, and haunts the dreams and imaginations of those who have seen it. In the quest for understanding, every piece of evidence, every sighting, every story adds a piece to the puzzle. And so, as the light of day fades and the shadows lengthen, the search for Bigfoot continues. It is in these twilight hours, under the watchful eye of the moon, that the boundary between the known and the unknown blurs, where the question is not so much if Bigfoot exists, but rather why it chooses to reveal itself in the dark. The stories of Bigfoot, or Sasquatch as it is often known in the Pacific Northwest, are deeply woven into the fabric of the region, dating back millennia. The indigenous tribes of this area have a long history of oral tradition, rich with tales of a large, hairy, 2-legged creature that resides in the woods. These stories, passed down from generation to generation, form the ancient roots of the Bigfoot legend. For the Salish tribes of the coastal region, this creature is known as Saskets, a term that would eventually evolve into the word Sasquatch. Saskets was described as a powerful being, both feared and respected. It was said to be a master of the forest, capable of moving silently despite its size. The Salish people believed that Saskets was primarily active at night, perhaps explaining the nocturnal tendencies of the creature we now call Bigfoot. Likewise, the Hoopa Valley tribe of Northern California spoke of Oma, a creature similar to Saskets, who was also believed to roam the forests at night. The tribe warned of Oma's powerful strength and swift movements, cautioning their people to avoid the woods after dark. This creature was considered a part of their world, a being to be respected and left undisturbed. It wasn't just the indigenous tribes who reported encounters with this elusive creature. As settlers began to move westward in the 1800s, there were numerous accounts of encounters with a large, hairy, bipedal creature. A few of these encounters were documented in local newspapers, adding a new layer to the growing mythos of Bigfoot. One such account comes from a settler named Elkanah Walker, a missionary who lived amongst the Spokane people in the mid-19th century. In his journals, he wrote about the tribe's stories of a race of giants living in the mountains. Walker's account describes these creatures much like the Salish and Hoopa Valley tribes had, large, hairy, and nocturnal. Further testament to the long-standing presence of Bigfoot in these regions are the ancient petroglyphs found throughout the Pacific Northwest. Many of these carvings depict large, hairy, two-legged creatures that bear a striking resemblance to modern descriptions of Bigfoot. One such petroglyph, found in the Columbia River Gorge, is estimated to be over 1,000 years old. These early stories and accounts form the foundation of what has become one of the most enduring legends in North American folklore. They paint a picture of a creature that has been a part of this landscape for centuries, if not millennia. A creature that, despite our best efforts to understand and explain it, remains as elusive and enigmatic as the night it is believed to inhabit. These tales of encounters, whether from indigenous tribes, early settlers, or ancient carvings, all point to one thing: the long-standing presence of a creature that we now know as Bigfoot. As we delve deeper into the nocturnal encounters with Bigfoot, consider some of the most compelling case files and witness accounts that have emerged over the years. These incidents, while diverse in nature, share a common thread: an unsettling encounter with an unidentified creature in the dark. One such case that stands out is the testimony of a seasoned hunter from Oregon, George Robert. In autumn 1971, Robert was deep in the forest on a hunting trip. He found himself tracking something unusual, a set of enormous footprints that seemed to belong to a bipedal creature. As night fell, he camped out, planning to follow the trail at dawn. However, in the dead of the night, he was awakened by an unsettling rustling outside his tent. He described the sound as a heavy, labored breathing, unlike any animal he'd encountered before. As he peered out, his flashlight revealed a pair of glowing eyes belonging to an immense hirsute figure. The encounter shook Robert profoundly, turning the seasoned hunter into a fervent researcher. He spent the following years amassing evidence and testimonies from other hunters and locals who had similar experiences. His case file has since been a rich source of material for Bigfoot researchers. Similarly, there's the account of Mary Green, a founder of the Bigfoot Field Researchers Organization. In the late 70s, Green and her team were conducting a night investigation in the forests of Washington state. They had received multiple reports of strange sounds and sightings in the area. One night, while setting up audio recorders, the team heard an eerie, echoing howl, different from any known wildlife sounds. Startled, they turned their lights towards the sound, catching a glimpse of a towering figure retreating into the darkness. The audio recording from that night, despite its low quality, remains a prized piece of evidence for Bigfoot enthusiasts. Then there's the case of the Patterson-Gimlin film, arguably the most famous piece of Bigfoot evidence. On October 20, 1967, Roger Patterson and Robert Gimlin were in the forests of Northern California, hoping to capture Bigfoot on camera. As the sun began to set, their efforts paid off. A large, hairy figure appeared at the edge of the forest, walking upright along a sandbar. The creature glanced at the camera before disappearing into the wilderness. The film, although widely debated, has never been conclusively debunked. These encounters, while varied, share a common theme. They all occurred in the dark, suggesting a nocturnal behavior in the creature we've come to know as Bigfoot. It's these consistent reports, from seasoned hunters, dedicated researchers, and casual observers, that continue to fuel the intrigue and ongoing investigation of Bigfoot's existence. Whether you're a skeptic or a believer, there's no denying the impact these accounts have on our understanding of this enduring enigma. But what is it that truly sets this mystery apart? Why does Bigfoot, as an unexplained phenomenon, hold such a deep fascination for many? The answer may lie in the unexplained evidence that has often been associated with sightings. Let's consider the footprints, for example. Over the years, countless Bigfoot footprints have been discovered and cast in plaster for further study. These prints, which often measure up to 24 inches in length and 8 inches across, are significantly larger than any human footprint. They also display an unusual breadth and lack of arch, which are unlike any known primate foot structure. Furthermore, The depth of these prints suggests a creature of immense weight, far beyond the capacity of a human. Despite extensive study, these footprints have resisted all attempts at conclusive explanation. Then there are the hair samples. On several occasions, supposed Bigfoot hair has been found at sighting locations. This hair, often dark and coarse, does not match that of any known animal species. Despite numerous tests and analyses, the origin of these hair samples remains unknown. This lack of identification only serves to deepen the mystery and intrigue surrounding Bigfoot. Another compelling piece of evidence lies in the vocalizations reported by many witnesses. These sounds, described as eerie howls and screams, are unlike those of any recognized animal. In some cases, these vocalizations have been captured on audio recordings, providing a chilling testament to the unknown. Despite numerous attempts, these sounds have yet to be successfully attributed to any known species of North American wildlife. In addition, there are numerous reports of missing time associated with Bigfoot encounters. Witnesses often describe a sense of disorientation or confusion, followed by a realization that more time has passed than they initially perceived. This phenomenon, though difficult to measure scientifically, adds a unique and unsettling dimension to the Bigfoot mystery. Finally, there are the physical traces. Trees snapped in half, large nests of branches and leaves, and other signs of a large creature's presence have been found in areas with high Bigfoot sighting reports. These physical traces, while seemingly mundane, are often far beyond the capacity of any known animal to create, reinforcing the suspicion of an unknown creature's presence. Each of these factors, considered individually, might be dismissed as mere anomalies. However, when viewed together, they create a compelling body of evidence that resists easy explanation. Whether Bigfoot is a real flesh-and-blood creature or a complex cultural phenomenon, the mystery endures. This enduring enigma, underscored by puzzling evidence and countless personal accounts, is what continues to draw us into the darkness in search of answers. One of the most significant pieces of physical evidence in the Bigfoot mystery is the abundance of footprints found across North America. Consistently ranging between 15 to 24 inches in length, these footprints are remarkable due to their size, depth, and the distinctive characteristics they display, such as a flexible footpad and discernible dermal ridges, features far beyond the capacity of any known hoaxer to fabricate. Dr. Jeff Meldrum, a professor of anatomy and primate locomotion, has collected over 300 of these footprint casts. His analysis suggests the prints were made by a bipedal creature with a weight exceeding 800 pounds. This is a weight no known North American animal can reach, let alone maintain on two legs. Furthermore, the consistency of these footprints over time and across vast geographical distances implies an elusive creature rather than a series of hoaxes. Yet, despite the consistent physical evidence, mainstream science remains skeptical. Critics argue that the lack of a specimen, dead or alive, is a glaring omission in the Bigfoot narrative. Many scientists posit that the footprints, hair samples, and vocalizations could be elaborate hoaxes or misidentifications of known wildlife. But for believers, the continuity of the evidence, the consistencies in eyewitness testimonies, and the similarity in physical evidence left behind make it hard to dismiss. Audio evidence, too, has played a crucial part in the Bigfoot enigma. The Sierra Sounds, recorded by Ron Moorhead and Al Berry in the 1970s, are claimed to capture Bigfoot vocalizations. These sounds, which include chatter, whoops, and growls, have been analyzed by cryptolinguists who suggest the presence of a complex language. However, without further corroborative evidence, these claims remain speculative. DNA evidence, though limited, has also been part of the Bigfoot discussion. In 2012, a group led by Dr. Melba Ketchum claimed they had sequenced Bigfoot's DNA, suggesting it was a hybrid of human and some unknown primate. However, the scientific community largely rejected the research due to a lack of peer review and methodological issues. Perhaps the most famous piece of evidence in the Bigfoot mystery is the Patterson-Gimlin film. Shot in 1967, this short footage appears to show a female Bigfoot striding across a clearing. Despite countless analyses, the film has been neither definitively debunked nor verified, leaving it as a tantalizing piece of evidence in the ongoing quest for the truth. In conclusion, the evidence for Bigfoot is an intriguing mix of physical traces, audio recordings, and visual footage. While none of this evidence is conclusive, it all contributes to a narrative that continues to captivate and mystify. Whether Bigfoot is a misunderstood creature of the night, a shared hallucination, or a cultural phenomenon, the search for this elusive being continues to fascinate, and the night holds many more mysteries yet to be discovered. In the face of this compelling body of evidence, one might wonder why Bigfoot isn't more widely accepted as a scientific reality. The answer to this lies in the reactions of authorities, scientists, and the media. Skepticism is the lifeblood of the scientific process, and Bigfoot is no exception. The scientific community has largely responded to Bigfoot evidence with a combination of skepticism, denial, and silence. This isn't necessarily due to a conspiracy or an effort to suppress the truth, but rather because the standard of evidence required by science is exceptionally high. As Carl Sagan famously put it, extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. And Bigfoot, being an extraordinary claim, requires just that. Scientists are looking for irrefutable proof, something that can stand up to rigorous testing and scrutiny. This could take the form of a body, skeletal remains, or other indisputable physical evidence. While footprints, hair samples, and vocalizations are intriguing, they can also be easily faked or misinterpreted, hence the skepticism. The media, too, has played a role in shaping public perception. Coverage of Bigfoot tends to be sensationalized, often focusing more on the entertaining aspects of the phenomenon than the scientific. This can lead to a perception that Bigfoot is a joke or a hoax, undermining the serious research being done in this field. The official stance of authorities like the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service is that Bigfoot is a myth. This, in turn, can influence how sightings are reported and interpreted. Witnesses may be reluctant to come forward for fear of ridicule or disbelief, and their accounts may be dismissed or ignored. There have been instances where witnesses claim to be discouraged from speaking out, told that they must have been mistaken, or even threatened with fines for making false reports. On a broader scale, there's a sense that Bigfoot research is being sidelined. Funding for research into cryptids is scarce, and scientists who choose to study Bigfoot often face professional ridicule. Their work may be dismissed as pseudoscience, which can discourage further investigation into the phenomenon. This skepticism, denial, and silence have created an environment where Bigfoot sightings are often met with disbelief, and serious research into the topic is marginalized. While this could be seen as an effort to suppress the truth about Bigfoot, it's also a reflection of the high standards of evidence required by science and the skeptical nature of the scientific process. This isn't to say that the truth about Bigfoot is being deliberately hidden or that the evidence is being suppressed. But it does suggest that the path to proving Bigfoot's existence is steep and the obstacles are many. Despite these challenges, the pursuit of the truth continues, driven by a dedicated community of researchers, enthusiasts, and eyewitnesses who believe that the mysteries of the night are far from solved. The intriguing enigma of Bigfoot is not confined to the realm of scientific exploration. Across cultures and societies, the creature is imbued with an array of interpretations, each telling a unique story that goes beyond the physical. This creature, real or imagined, holds a mirror to our fears, hopes, and the profound mysteries we grapple with about our universe. In some Native American tribes, Bigfoot is viewed as a guardian of the earth, a protector of the wilderness and its inhabitants. The creature is seen as a symbol of the deep, unyielding power of nature, a reminder of the need for harmony and respect towards our environment. It is a reflection of the wild, unspoiled, and mysterious aspects of the world, a symbol of the intricate balance of life that humans must strive to preserve. In other cultures, Bigfoot is perceived as a monster, a terrifying creature of the night that embodies our deepest fears and uncertainties. It represents the unknown, the unseen, the things we fear lurking in the darkness. The creature embodies our anxiety about the wilderness, our fear of the unknown, and our dread of the dangers that might lurk beyond the safe confines of our homes and towns. At a deeper level, Bigfoot might also symbolize our collective anxiety about the unknown. It's a reflection of our fear of the unknown, of what lies beyond the edge of our understanding. The creature's elusive nature, its ability to evade detection and defy explanation, echoes our own uncertainties about the mysteries of the universe. There are those who perceive Bigfoot as a spiritual entity, a being that transcends the physical world. For these individuals, Bigfoot is not merely a creature of flesh and bone, but a spiritual guide or a messenger from another realm. The sightings of Bigfoot are seen not as physical encounters, but as spiritual experiences, moments of profound connection with a higher power or a different reality. In the realm of the paranormal, some suggest that Bigfoot might be an interdimensional being, able to move between different dimensions or realities. This perspective stems from the creature's elusive nature, its ability to appear and disappear without a trace, evading capture despite numerous attempts. This interpretation expands the Bigfoot phenomenon beyond the domain of the physical, opening up a whole new field of possibilities. Each cultural interpretation of Bigfoot reflects a different facet of the human condition. The creature embodies our fears and hopes, our respect for nature, our spiritual beliefs, and our quest for understanding the mysteries of the universe. It's a symbol of the unknown, a testament to the unexplored frontiers of our world and our minds. A creature of the night, Bigfoot stands as an enduring symbol of the human quest for knowledge, a beacon in the darkness, guiding us towards the mysteries that await in the shadows. The elusive creature Bigfoot is a figure that has continuously intrigued us. As we delve into the 21st century, the legend has not only persisted, but has found a new lease of life. While many might attribute this renewed interest to a nostalgic fascination with folklore and myth, there are a number of other factors at play. In the digital age, the proliferation of camera phones and surveillance technology has led to a surge in purported Bigfoot sightings, with grainy footage and indistinct photographs frequently making their way onto the internet. Recent years have seen a surge in viral videos claiming to show Bigfoot in various locations, from the forests of the Pacific Northwest to the swamps of Florida. These clips quickly garner millions of views, igniting debates among believers and skeptics alike. Amidst this digital flurry, there is a renewed vigor in the field of cryptozoology. Aspiring researchers equipped with night vision goggles, thermal cameras, and a fair share of audacity embark on expeditions into the wilderness in search of the elusive creature. These modern-day explorers share their experiences on social media platforms, further fueling the public's interest in the Bigfoot phenomenon. The realm of academia has not remained untouched by this renewed interest in Bigfoot. A new scientific approach known as relict hominoid inquiry has emerged. This interdisciplinary approach, which merges anthropology, primatology, and paleontology, is focused on exploring the possibility that certain hominoid species may have survived into modern times, lending a new level of credibility to the Bigfoot phenomenon. Yet, as our technology advances and our understanding of the natural world deepens, the question remains, why has definitive proof of Bigfoot's existence remained elusive? Some argue that the creature's nocturnal habits and natural stealth make it exceptionally skilled at avoiding detection. Others suggest that the lack of physical evidence may point to the creature's ability to move between dimensions, as previously discussed. The paradox of Bigfoot in the age of information is thus striking. Technology has brought us closer than ever to the world around us, and yet the more we search, the more elusive Bigfoot seems to become. Our night vision cameras capture shadows, our thermal sensors detect anomalies, our audio recorders echo with unidentifiable sounds, but the elusive creature remains just out of reach. The elusive nature of Bigfoot, far from discouraging fascination, only seems to fuel the fire. It's a challenging puzzle, a riddle wrapped in a mystery, a tantalizing enigma that beckons from the shadows. The renewed interest in Bigfoot is a testament to our enduring curiosity, our fascination with the unknown, and our insatiable desire to unravel the mysteries of the universe. As we continue in our quest for understanding, one thing remains certain: the legend of Bigfoot lives on. Our search for the creature is not just a hunt for a mythical beast, but a reflection of our inherent need to explore, to question, and to understand the world around us. Whether Bigfoot is a physical creature, a spiritual entity, or an interdimensional being, the quest for its discovery continues to captivate us and drive us into the darkness, searching for answers. While most researchers and enthusiasts approach the Bigfoot phenomenon from a biological or naturalistic perspective, a minority of Bigfoot researchers have ventured into more unconventional theories. These fringe theories, while controversial, offer an alternative lens through which to view the Bigfoot enigma, opening up a wider, more radical discourse. One such fringe theory postulates Bigfoot as a dimensional traveler. Supporters of this theory suggest that the creature possesses the ability to traverse between dimensions, explaining its capacity to appear and disappear at will and its elusive nature that defies conventional tracking methods. These researchers often cite accounts of Bigfoot vanishing in plain sight or appearing in areas where it shouldn't be able to survive, as supporting evidence. Another unconventional theory proposes that Bigfoot could be the result of a government experiment gone awry. Proponents of this theory argue that the creature might be a product of genetic manipulation or a top-secret breeding program designed to create a super soldier or a resilient wilderness scout. They often point to the government's reluctance to acknowledge the existence of Bigfoot and its alleged attempts to cover up sightings as evidence of its involvement. A more speculative theory suggests that Bigfoot could be an alien hybrid. The proponents of this theory often draw parallels between Bigfoot sightings and UFO sightings, noting that both phenomena often occur in the same geographical locations, and that both Bigfoot and extraterrestrials share common features such as large eyes, an upright stance, and advanced stealth capabilities. This theory also addresses the lack of physical evidence, suggesting that Bigfoot, like its supposed extraterrestrial counterparts, has the ability to erase traces of its presence. A final, more spiritual theory views Bigfoot as a guardian of sacred sites. According to this perspective, the creature is a protector of the natural world, a physical embodiment of the Earth's spirit, charged with preserving and safeguarding sacred lands from human encroachment. This theory is especially popular among certain indigenous cultures, who see Bigfoot as a part of their spiritual cosmology and a symbol of a deeper connection to nature. These fringe theories, while controversial and widely debated, add a layer of complexity to the Bigfoot phenomenon. They invite us to consider the creature not just as a biological entity, but as a potent cultural symbol, a living myth, and a window into our understanding and interpretation of the natural world. Regardless of the veracity of these theories, one thing remains clear. The Bigfoot enigma continues to captivate us, challenging our perceptions and inviting us to look beyond the known into the realm of the extraordinary. As we delve deeper into the twilight mystery of Bigfoot, the shroud of enigma thickens, leaving us with more questions than answers. Despite the considerable number of sightings reported, despite the countless hours dedicated by researchers and enthusiasts, despite all the technological advancements at our disposal, the identity of Bigfoot remains as elusive as ever. We know that most sightings occur at night, in remote, inaccessible areas, often characterized by dense forests, rugged terrains, and low human activity. We know that the creature is large, bipedal, covered in thick fur, and exhibits an uncanny ability to evade detection. But beyond these generalities, we are left grappling with a host of unanswered questions. Why is there so little physical evidence? Why do sightings persist despite the lack of conclusive proof? Why does the creature appear predominantly at night? Is it nocturnal by nature, or does it deliberately choose the cover of darkness to avoid human interaction? The dearth of concrete evidence and the persistence of sightings have given rise to numerous theories. Some posit Bigfoot as an undiscovered primate, an anomaly of evolution. Others suggest a government experiment run amok, or even a guardian spirit of the natural world. Still, others propose an alien hybrid theory, correlating Bigfoot sightings with UFO occurrences. Each theory offers its own unique perspective on the phenomenon, yet none can claim definitive proof. The lack of closure on this enduring mystery keeps the case alive, fueling the curiosity of believers and skeptics alike. The prospect of a breakthrough, though seemingly distant, remains tantalizing. With every new piece of evidence, with every reported sighting, the possibility of uncovering the truth about Bigfoot inches ever so slightly closer. Yet, one must consider this. Would a definitive answer to the Bigfoot mystery rob it of its allure? Part of the fascination with Bigfoot lies in the unknown, in the interplay between reality and myth, science and folklore. The creature serves as a potent symbol of our primal fears and our innate curiosity, a testament to our ceaseless quest for understanding the world around us. So, as we continue to explore the enigma that is Bigfoot, let us ponder this. Is Bigfoot real, a creature of flesh and blood lurking in the shadows of the forest? Or is the truth even stranger, a testament to the power of human imagination and our enduring fascination with the unknown? Perhaps the journey to uncover the truth about Bigfoot is as enlightening as the truth itself, a testament to our enduring thirst for knowledge and the allure of the unexplained. The quest for Bigfoot, it seems, is far from over. And maybe, just maybe, that's exactly how it should be. Thanks for listening. This has been another episode of the Bigfoot Files. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to follow us wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you'd like to support the show, subscribe to the Forbidden Knowledge Network on Patreon. Subscribe now.